A warm welcome to TechMagTV News Bulletin. I'm Ellen Ochad, and in our top stories today. Nelson Chamisa calls for a dialogue to resolve political impasse. New hope for ZEP holders. ZIMSEC O-level results released this afternoon. Zinara refutes claims of additional toll gates. And government to relocate Mutare Airport to Mtasa South. Outcry over government tax deductions. And in stories in greater details. The Citizen Coalition for Change leader advocate Nelson Chamisa has called on political players to resolve disputes stemming from the 2023 general elections. The CCC leader said that the country cannot progress if the current political impasse is not resolved following the disputed August 2023 elections. The opposition has refused to acknowledge the outcome of the elections in which President Emmerson Mnangagwa secured a second and final term. However, the elections were marred by several irregularities which led to the international observers such as SADC and EU discrediting the elections, arguing that they did not meet the regional and international electoral standards. Crossing over to the neighboring South Africa. A South African-based civic group has filed an application challenging the country's Home Affairs Minister Aaron Motsoaledi's decisions to terminate permits for Zimbabwean immigrants in the neighboring country. The Helen Suzan Foundation wants the Zimbabwean exception permits extended beyond December 31, 2022. The permit expired on December 31, 2021, but permit holders were given a 12-month grace period to regularize their stay or face deportation. However, the foundation argued that those who have observed South Africa's laws in order to live and work here under the ZEP cannot have such permits terminated without fair progress, good reason, and a meaningful opportunity to regularize their status. Last year, the South African government decided that the arrangement must be terminated and that applicants should not apply for a visa to remain in South Africa, based on a list of critical skills needed in the country. And the Zimbabwe School Examination Council, ZIMSEC, has released the 2023 ordinary level results. ZIMSEC board chairperson Professor Eddie Mwenje has confirmed the development and said that the results will be available on the online portal from 3 p.m. He added that the exam slips will be ready for collection tomorrow at their centers. And in other news, the Zimbabwe National Road Authority, Zinara, has refuted reports that additional toll gates have been added to the current complement. Zinara was responding to the reports that the government has gazetted new toll fees a full 2 weeks after the authority has already started implementing them. Posting on their X account, Zinara notified its clients that no new toll gates have been established yet. The report stated that a new toll gate has been gazetted just before the Goromonzi turnoff, a mere 10.5 kilometers before the existing toll gate. However, Zinara called on the public to ignore such reports and that they were not true. And in business news, plans by the government to relocate the Grand Reef Airport near Mtare to Mtasa South District, where there is enough flat land for a new modern airport, are at an advanced stage, with the Airports Company of Zimbabwe set to conduct a feasible study at the new site. Airport Company of Zimbabwe Chief Executive Mr. Tawanda Gusha said that the entity was going to conduct a feasible study to quick-start the works for the development of the airport of Mutare. The construction of the airport in one of Zimbabwe's tourism hubs will be a welcomed move by the hospitality players who have over the years lamented the absence of an airport terminal in Manicaland as the missing link to a more vibrant tourism sector. And the Zimbabwe Confederation of Public Sector Trade Unions has expressed dissatisfaction with the government's decision to implement tax deductions on the announced $300 wage increase. The Federation argued that these deductions have resulted in insufficient disposable income for workers, constituting what they perceive as unfair labor practices. It was emphasized that the fundamental labor principle of non-reduction of an employee's salary for any reason should be upheld. There has been a widespread outcry among public sector employees regarding the revised salary structure after government resolved to convert the $300 COVID allowance into regular wages. The government employees who received their salaries in January discovered significant deductions, prompting claims of unfair and unethical practices. That was all we had on this news bulletin. Thank you for watching.